everyone, and welcome to Silverhawk's Let's Play. I'm playing Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. In today's episode, we'll start by going into... Let's see if I can move the screen. Of course I can't move the screen, that would be silly. There we go. The sound of rushing water. The floor. We push Z. Push big Z. Okay, never mind. Sleep cap. Kill him. There, he's destroyed. Here's one hound. Let's take a bit of a chill pill. Right. That's how you do it. I forgot how you do that. Never mind then. Let's just kill him. If you look to the right there, you see on the screen that it's up to the left that I need to be going to walk towards that. Okay. To walk towards that watery kind of place. Which is the thing that's going on this level. Okay. That's an interesting insect. Let's have a peek at you to begin with. Phantom, nearly transparent undead spirit, suspect by some sage to be degenerate from a ghost. With no memories of its own former life, it really stays in one place for long. Maximum HP 27. Blink together with the defender. Immune to torment, resistant to miasma, can fly, can open doors. That little creature attacked me, so he's dead. Uh-oh. That's not very good. That's Duan and Duessa. And they're active. Let's try to move back. He made her faster. There she goes. Let's hit her. Now she bursts her because I killed her husband. Whew. Yeah. She's kind of tough. Let's see what she had. Stop being in the way. Short sword, leather armor. He was the one wielding a speedy dagger. Okay, cool. I could pick this up and use it, but a dagger isn't my choice of weapon. Here's a dead person. I'm just running towards the water place now. Because time has passed. I'm not really sure it will be open. It is open. There. This is one of the branches in the game. Let me just open a bottle of Coke. Yep. I silenced the mic meanwhile. This is one of the branches. These are like an extra branch, you'd say. It doesn't have any of the thing that we'll be hunting. which is god damn it, I forgot what we're looking for. We need 3 of them at least to get into sod. Let's peek in. And this gives us some extra experience. If we just take a chill here. Like that adder come to me. Here, splash. Okay, so I can't walk that way. The reason I'm not stepping into water now is because I'm a little bit slower in water. So I'll make sure that I'm not in water. Now that I hit this kobold here, I will not only hit him but also the snake at the same time. That's the good part about using an axe. There are needles there. Might as well pick them up for the fun of it. Push G. These are needles, right? No, they're darts. That's nice. That means I can toss them. I'll show you all about that then. Now, for instance, that I picked those up, I will forever be picking darts up automatically. Okay? I push F and then I hit him with the dart. Shit. Let's cure that. And move a bit further down the line. Is that a named one? Let's have a look at him. Kobold Brigand. Oh dear lord, I pushed the wrong button. Kobold that's bigger and tougher. Okay, so yeah. I'll hit him a few times. He be dead. What's that? Ah, curare. That's why it hurt so much. He was using curare needles at me. Let's pick that dart up. And let's go to inventory. Double check that. I'm double checking this just because you're supposed to be able to read them. I do know what they do. A thin piece of metal, typically coated in some harmful substance. When thrown, it can deliver a toxin into bloodstream of a living or demonic being. It is tipped with substance that causes asphyxiation, directly damage as well as poisoning and slowing those in its strike. It is twice likely to be destroyed on impact than other darts. At the same time here, this projectile maximum attack delay is 0.7. It reaches at skill level 6. So you could potentially teach yourself to use this. Let's actually do that. You push S as it says down here. And then, of course, I double check that as well. This one has been showing up now that I got throwing underway. 7.5. I accidentally pushed evocation. Evocation is using wands, etc. That's also something that we could push up a bit, but not right now. So 7.5. Okay, those are set to 16 and that is set to 6. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool beans. Kobold is saying hi. We push F and throw a Kurari dart at his face. And I push O to heal up before I run. That's a blink scroll over yonder. Now I'll save my darts. I just showed you how they work. I push down Shift and 5 to let time pass so that he can get to me. Okawaru got 1 pip. I'm held in place. That's interesting since I'm standing here and waiting for you. There we go. That's just a rat. A bigger rat. Might as well wait for you guys. Okay. He started to throw stones. Stones is also like Kurari needles. They work, but not very much. They work, but not very much. They don't do a lot of damage. Those are 2 more potions. Yeah, I got a identification scroll there that I could be using. I'll do that when I'm done in here. Was that a magic sword? Devious dagger. That, my friends, I have never heard of. Double-edged fighting knife with a sharp point. Devious, it has increased chance to perform stab attacks against vulnerable targets. Temporarily increase the wielders AEV and sling each time they do so. Okay. Cool beans. I think I can move on with the day. Okay, so now I've finished this place. Okay, I don't want to do that. Neither do I want to do that. Time in this game moves. Let's read. Let's take the one that's got the most of them. Heal wounds, good. Time in this game moves like 1 time each turn, but it also makes kind of the way you gain. Come here, simple snail. Ooh, that's another one of you. Why do you look like you're... Yeah, they've changed the color of stuff. That's a sling. Could use that to throw stones. Okay, so that's going to be one of those vaults. Let's have a peek if there's anything in there that I'm interested in. Talisman, some gold, and 2 of those. No, not really. And that's a plate mail, which I'm already using. A Malvis force fills the dungeon. Someone marked me. Something shouts, taste defeat, though quailing, woolwarp, dingleberry. Hear a hangry hiss ×2. Well, this dungeon is basically empty by now, so I don't care. But that's the interesting thing. Everyone on the map now knows where I am. Because I'm marked, as you see up there. That's another shrine. That's a shop. That's interesting. Let's go into the shop. Let's see, how much gold do we have? We have I bet you it says in here 316 gold. Yeah, that's not a bad axe. +7 broad axe. What am I using? Am I using a broad axe, you think? No, a war axe. I think a broad axe is actually what I want. ×7, called egg. Protects me from fire, affects my strength -2, but that's not a problem because I get strength all the time. When attacked with this, spirit leaps out of launches a second slightly weak attack. The spirit shares part of any damage it takes with you. Okay. Here's the Karari tipped darts that I was talking about. The reason why this box of the beast here is black is because my god don't like when I have extra people with me. What is that? A small glass bubble containing ominous glowing substance. Crush it will flood with transmutual energy, leaving this physical form unable at a fundamental level. This is something that I've never seen before. I have no clue what that is, and I'm going to leave it there. This is one other god. One god that I like a lot. It snails you down. Okay, yeah. I've searched this whole place now. Let's go down. And yeah, when you go down places, you don't need you don't have to those halberd dudes can hit me from behind. If this would have been a too harsh an area to go down, I could have just gone up again. That's why I went back to the stairs there and fought. Because if it would have been going a little bit less good, then I would have jumped up. Those are javelins, very nice throwing weapons. That is spell slow and conduct this purification to my library. I don't mind that a lot. Then I moved that back to the stairs for the same reason that I did before. That's ordinary whip. Those are two nice amulet regeneration, amulet of chemistry, an amulet which allows the wearer to extract small amount of magical energy from a potion they drink and also enhance the power of their alchemy spells. The magic restoration effects require the amulet to attune itself to the wearer's body while the reserve magic is full. Okay? And that's the amulet of regeneration, which is a very nice one. An amulet that increases the wearer rate of health regeneration. In order to function, it must first attune itself to the wearer's body at full health. We will put that on. P as in put on. The amulet throbs as it is attuned itself to an uninjured body. That's a bear. A bear is another thing that I need to talk about, because when the bear reaches lower health, he will berserk. Like that. I could have checked if he moved faster than me, but usually they do when they berserk. Let's go up here and see. That's a blob, a jelly, a ghost. That's the interesting thing. This one is a digging wand. It helps me with digging. What in the hell are you? Fight increases 7. I reached level 9. Let's push everything into strength. Yeah, that's a new talisman again. If you transform using this skill, your AC will decrease. Yeah, I'll stay away from that one. I don't really know what it does. That, my friends, is a chainmail. We'll pick that up. Then we put that on, because that's a little bit better than the plate mail in the way that it plate armor is very cumbersome for me right now, but chainmail is not cumbersome. We might as well drop you. We might as well drop you. My evasion rating would increase and my AC would decrease. So it's like plus minus 0. Encumbrance rating is 14 on this douche. Base armor is 8. Let's have a peek at this one. Encumbrance rating is 18. I don't know, let me have a peek at this one. Armor skill multiply AC from wearing armor of any kind, both body armor and cloak. Gloves, etc. could slightly lessen penalties to spellcasting and ranged weapon With the current state of equipment, training one level of this would increase your AC by 0.5 and your AV by 0.1. That says nothing to me. Let's continuously wear our plate armor, because that's what I'm doing, right? Right. Feels a little bit better to be wearing plate rather than not wearing plate. That, my friends, is the ecumenical temple. In here you got basically all gods. Well, you got most gods in here usually. Sometimes you don't have one of the gods in here that is like the god you want to go for. Then you have to find him in the labyrinth. I found my god already. My god is Ukuwaru. Let's have a peek at what that is. Oh. Sky Beast. That, my friends, is a shield that is enchanted. It's also a kite shield. Oops, I picked it up. Piece of wood and metal to be strapped to one's arm for defense. Encumbrance rating is 10. My AV would decrease, but my shield would get a lot higher. I'm going to be wearing it. It also takes time to be wielding stuff. That's just the buckler that I had before. I'll drop you. And it's also, this kite shield is a kite shield times 3 as well. A quill talisman. Yeah, I don't really know what talismans are. That's a book. That's another altar. Altar of Hepli Klakwana. As you know. Okay. The thing is that I should actually... Ooh, this is an armor shop. Let's see what it has for me. It's got a plate armor, which is a plate armor. But it's got loads of shiny ring mails, etc. And also got a cloak. Do I have a cloak? I don't have a cloak. If it is a very good chainmail, because that's a chainmail, right? No, that's a ring mail. You're a chainmail. Yes. A very good chainmail could actually be a better one than the one I'm wearing. 187 gold I've got. I want you, at least. I guess I want you as well. Yes. Then put them on. Boots of rampaging. Per boots the one's blah 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 blah. Offering it can one take an extra step when moving towards enemies, briefly stunning them if the result is in an attack. And it's a +1 boot, so don't mind if I do. Then we put this on, corrosion resistance. That's really nice. wear that bad boy. Then we could probably throw away this ring. We'll do that when our backpack is full. That was a very nice door. It helped a lot with my AC. That, my friends, is the god I usually go with when I'm playing as a Minotaure. The Altar of Trog. Because I usually roll him as a Berserker. I just thought that the Warriors is a little bit easier of a class to play. And this is an axe of Holy Wrath. It's a good thing, but I got better. +1 of Holy Wrath. Let's pick it up and have a peek at it. M. Drop. Inventory. N. Drop. Don't need to carry all of those around. Let's see. We got A. Base damage is 11. T. Base damage is 7 + 1, so it's 8. I think how that works. Okay, yeah. Anywho, I'll drop that one because it's works a little bit better if yeah, I forgot I had those boots there. I got a bit shocked when I ran towards the monster there. There, I didn't even get to Berserk. Anywho, to reach that temple with all the gods is one of the things that if you've done that, if you come this far, then very nice. Because that's actually one of the goals you have. The next goal is usually to reach the lair of the beast. And we'll probably be doing that soon, hopefully. Let's have a peek downstairs. That's a Komodo dragon. Why are you red? Why are you red? Let's wait until he... Okay. You see, that yellow there corroded me. The corrosion wears off after time. But yeah. Let's push O so that goes away. I'm not running this. If you want to run this so that you gain a lot of like kick-ass skills, that's not very good. I know. Yeah, that Manticore put barbs on me. Get that. Is this a named one? No, that's just a Gnoll Sergeant. This one is carrying a sword. I think it's the same kind of sword I'm carrying, but I'm not sure. The Gnoll Sergeant would stay there for the rest of the life, just hitting me over and over until I'm dead, unless I engage him. And the white behind him are usually not alone. They usually come 3 at a time. He's using a spear. Let's go down. This one will pick up, because that throwing net is very nice to have a thing. Let's have a peek at that axe. That's the same I got. No other things here. And then that knoll also, the ogre, or whatever it was, the first one. He's very tough, so if I'd play a lesser crafty creature, I would not have done, I would have run away. And that's no silly thing to do. You should be running away if you are getting overwhelmed. Is that a zombie? Yeah, it is. A rapier. Orb of energy. A sphere crystal carrying place of a shield. Magic silhouettes with its interior. Cool beans. That works as a magical kind of shield, and it helps with casting of magic. That will be the next creature that I take down. By the way, it's going to be a caster. That is one evil person. Okay, done exploring. We want to go to floor 8. You hear the roar of battle. This could be a good place to use magic mapping, but I'd rather use that at a better time. Oh, sorry. A yak is a very strong creature. They usually come 3 and 3. As I said there. Reach level 10. Right, I got my Rian health helmet on, and that's very useful. That, my friends, is the lair of the beast. I will take a peek down. Okay. Of course I met you there. I'll steal that one and go up again. Yeah, and if you look down here now, I got finesse and heroism that I can use as my god. Invocation, I think, has to do with your god. Likeliest attempt to divine abilities, certain god will be successful, often as power of such abilities. Yes. Let's see how far we are on that shield. I haven't... was thinking that I have a like it says when the shield is. Let's stop training shields, however, and then train a bit of invocation instead. And we don't need throwing. Well, we can use throwing because that's only to level 6, right? Yes. But armor will keep on going with. That's a little bit too much. No, I'll go with that. Of course, that throwing will stop soon enough. And yeah, I usually... Oh, scheisse. Vampire and 2 humans. That is a +4 mace. I'll actually pick that up. That is a +8 mace. I'll actually pick that up. And then I'll throw away the +4 mace. What are you? It's a floor vase there. Okay. Yeah, this is Uchibuchi. That's something interesting. I just killed dragons, acid dragons to be more specific, and before you had to skin them to gain their armor, but I got the armor right now. Let's have a peek at that armor. I was about to say let's get that armor before, then have a peek at it. There's a scale of an acid dragon, although it does not provide its wearer with much protection as the armor made from the scales of some larger dragon. It is somewhat lighter and less encumbering. It's also remarkably smooth, letting corrosive slime flow off like water. So this is helpful when it's got corrosion. Drop. Basically got corrosion resistance on it. Yeah, there's a lot of new things like spell mercury arrows. Let's have a peek at our spells. Oh, I don't know any spells. That's Grum. Grum is wielding a minus spear of freezing. Pour him. Since it's a spear, it hits above the head of those wolves. That's a cool spear. Unfortunately, it's a -2 spear, so it's not very, very useful. Bees. I hate bees. They like to poison you. There you go. If you look at Akawaru's listing now, I'm pretty good at his grace. As well stand in there. That is something that I need to talk about. That, my friends, is a priest. And it's got smiting, which does tons of damage. He also got pain and heal other. The smiting thing is he can do that across the screen. As long as he sees you, he can do it to you. I'll step beside that and then I'll run up and kill him and run up and kill him. Yeah, you don't want to be letting them have free reign of you. That's Joseph. Quicksilver, sling and a wand of Quicksilver. Let's kill Joseph. And that's one of the reasons why I pick Okawaru as well. You kill the yak, Okawaru, except you kill, Okawaru grants you a throwing weapon. Something appears at my feet. Let's have a peek what it is. Silver javelins. Let's get them. The good thing about using silver javelins is that silver javelins is good against like vampires. Okay. Let's have those orc come for me. And now I can run at him. That is a whip of flaming, which is a very nice whip. We'll take a few steps back so we don't let that mage do silly things to us. I easily resisted it. And again, that's one of those priests. I don't want him to stand there far away throwing things at me. Okay, I think it's too late, isn't it? No, it's not too late. This is yet another brand, like before when we walked into the sewers. This might be a bit more crazy though. This place will be teeming with these orcs. Let's have a bit of a peek at this spear here. It's a trident +3. I'll pick up that gold. All these, like the sewers and that. the porcelain place gives you free XP basically. In case you finish this is actually a very hard one. Deep Elf Paramouncer shouts. I've reached level 11. Thing is, in there's quite a few things. None of them are like increasingly cool for me. Maybe the scroll is interesting. On the other hand, I only need to kill one little mage. Let's have a peek at him. Deep Elf Pyromancer. He's got 40 health. He could throw fire at me and summon elemental and abjuration and stuff. I could be using a scroll. Like open this door, then use a scroll of silence or scroll of something. Let's see if we've got any scroll of silence. It was the scroll of silence. Bum, bum, bum. Nope. No, we got these two though. Scroll of fog. Enchant which part? Let's enchant the boots of ramparting. Sounds like a cool thing. And the last one is... No, I got several. E. That's perfect. That's silence. That's him dead. As you see, there's an aura around me of being silent. Let's see what you are. Per boots of rampaging. I've got that already. Except I got two pairs of rampaging. This is a staff of fire. It's pretty cool if you want to do magic. And this is a cold resistance robe. Both are interesting. Dagger of Venom would be a cool weapon to have in the start, but not really now. There, we went out. It's time to finish this floor, I think. Done exploring. What you can do now, if you feel like it, is to step down into the lair and take care of everything that is down in the lair. I usually want to go down to dungeon like 11-ish before I go down in the lair, because the lair is a little bit higher thing than lair 11, I think. Let's see what this is. Duel. Yeah, that's a cool thing. We'll talk about that the next time. We'll show you off finesse and heroism as well. The last thing I'll be doing right now. Scroll of enchant weapon. Yeah, I guess. And then age. Scroll of noise. That doesn't really matter because there's nothing else on this floor. Then I wanted to be reading that one. Potion of Berserking Rage. That's nice. I again. Let's take the K one. Potion of Cancellation. Berserking is like a spell which you get for free if you're using Trog as a god. But that makes you very angry and hit double the damage for a short time, and then you'll go on the opposite direction. But as long as you hit stuff, the longer the rage is, basically. Let's take L, and then N. Attraction. What the hell is attraction? I have no clue what attraction does. Read. And let's just take that one. Invisibility, that's a nice one. Potion which makes the drink attract enemies, translocating them quickly closer to the duration of the effect. The effect is surprisingly subtle and unaware victims may sleep through it entirely. Okay, yeah. Anywho, this has been fun. Next time we'll go down yet another floor. So until then, have a nice day. Bye bye.